Hi everyone, it's me, Crystal with Army Wife 101, and I'm here with a special guest, the man of the hour. No, I'm kidding. It's Mr. Army Wife 101, my hubby. He's back from Iraq.
So good to be back.
So we're coming here tonight. Normally, I do my Army Wives reviews the next day because I like natural light, and it gets dark at night and it's hard to record. So we decided to come in the bathroom. And I wanted to bring my husband in tonight for this particular Army Wives review because this is going to be a special one because, oh my God, who cried like the last 20 minutes? I so freaking cried. Maybe like the last 15 minutes. So I wanted to have my husband, before we talk about the entire show, we just have to fast forward to the ending. I think that was the best ending with just a soundtrack and just music, period. Like, there was really no words at the ending, just the emotion on those people's faces and the motion and the way they walk and the music. Oh my God! So I want my husband, as a soldier who just returned from Iraq a week ago, to tell what he thought and if he thought that that was the accurate portrayal of how it is when the soldiers are getting ready to leave. What you think, baby?
Well, I think that was the best portrayal as far as when we get ready to leave. Um, just looking at other family members' faces, the kids that are having to see their dad leave or their mom leave. You know, they they just crying, and and then you start thinking about your own kids, and then that causes you to want to cry. But us as soldiers, we try to hide all our emotion until we get by ourselves, or we actually get on the plane just to help our own spouses, our own family to get through. But it was very good. It was very accurate. Um, for those of you who have seen the ending of Army Wives tonight, um, that little silence that you saw the soldiers on the plane, everybody doing their little thing, reflecting on their family or whatever rituals they have with their spouse. That lasts for about 2 hours. Don't hardly anyone say a word for about the first 2 hours of the flight. Um, I know I didn't. A lot of people, were just reflecting and like, oh gosh, here we go again. Got to go back. Got to deal with the BS again, and all that's running through our heads, and just the fact that we're missing our families, and just one, just the concern of, okay, how are our wives going to hold up this time? So it was very accurate.
So, what would you say? Would you say that the airplane scene was the most influential or striking for you tonight, or was there another scene towards that ending that that captured you?
It was when they showed the little girl.
The little girl crying.
Yeah,
Yes.
she got tears coming out. Just flowing, and she looking at her daddy walk towards the plane, and that reminds me of my own son, how he looked at me and my daughter when they were looking at me having to walk away. That I was doing good until I saw the little girl, and I started crying.
I started crying too. We both started. He never cries, but we cried. But you know what I did notice too, also with the show, is that they're taking a lot of scenes from the news. I don't know if some of you noticed, and because I do Army Wife 101 and today's military spouse, I'm big on paying attention. But one thing I noticed that they did was there was a newspaper article some months ago, and it showed a little girl standing next to her dad. If you notice, the little girl was standing next to her dad in formation, and apparently in the news story, when this happened in real life, that person's command actually let the little girl stand next to her dad because they couldn't pull her away because he was getting ready to deploy. So I think that scene was taken from that actual news clip. And we're kind of going out of order, but speaking of scenes from news clips, you'll see that next week, the promotions for next week showed the case with the soldier, which was a female from Hunter Army Airfield, and she had to choose between keeping her child because she didn't have anybody to keep her child, and she winded up, I guess, not showing up for the deployment that day or whatever. But basically, that scene, that storyline is taken from that actual news clip. So they're kind of going within the news and what's going on with that. So let's go back to the beginning of the show. I'm so captivated by the end. I think that gripped me, and I don't even really remember the beginning. But we'll just talk out of order. I know Pam, as you know, her and Chase are divorced. She's now a cop. She's living on her own. She's not the army wife no more. So I don't even know where that storyline is going because, as usual, it's kind of just like, ooh, that's out there. Doesn't really have anything to do with the army life, but I guess it's showing a wife who's been in this lifestyle for a really long time, and now she's trying to make it on her own. So now the latest storyline is that she's supposedly going to start dating now. So we'll see where that goes. As you know, her husband Chase, he's living in his own apartment, and although he's supposedly not dating this Christy chick, we'll see what happens. You see her on the phone with Chase. Chase is going on Christy's brother's boat, and he's taking the kids and all that. Whatever. Couldn't be me, but I'll shut up on that. Who else? Denise and Frank. Oh my God, don't you just love Frank now? Frank was such a straight a-hole seasons 1, 2, and a little bit of 3, but now he really is. I don't know that storyline, and you've heard me saying in previous recaps that I'm really feeling Frank a whole lot, and the whole him having to leave while she was pregnant, that just broke my heart. It just breaks my heart, and it's cute that they're having a little girl. I don't know about the name Molly. I'm like, y'all couldn't come up. I mean, y'all write the show, create a better name, Christina something, but I don't know. Whatever. The whole little Jeremy storyline with Jeremy, their son, he sat at the table and he brought up the whole thing about how he had his will changed to give to his little sister. I thought that was sweet. That was a tearjerker, but I don't know. I was just like, that's kind of, I don't know. It kind of threw me for a loop, that part. But I'm out of breath because I was like sitting here crying. But that part was really good. Roxy and Trevor, Roxy with that attitude, she's been irritating me the last couple of episodes. Y'all know I have said that. And Roxy's been my girl since day one. But her attitude just gets on my nerves. But I can understand. What I do like is that they are portraying the show realistically. Realistically, before deployments, we tend to snap at each other. You tend to distance yourself away. You tend to snap. You don't mean to. It's just like you don't really know how to handle this crap. So you're just like snappy for the stupidest stuff. And that was realistic that they portrayed that. Okay. Lastly, Claudia Joy and Michael. Ladies, can we not say that the very last scene where Claudia Joy comes into her bedroom after dropping Michael off to be deployed, and where she just falls out on the bed and lays there with her pillow? How many of you who's had a spouse that's deployed have done that? I know every time I've come back, I can't do anything. Like the kids, it's fend for yourself night as far as food goes. If it's, in the evening, you just come and you just lay on your bed because you really don't know what to do. You're so emotionally drained because the anticipation and the buildup of this day coming just literally drains you. So I saw more of her being upset that he was leaving, but I think also a lot of it had to do with just draining, That whole scene where she fell out, I guess, from her diabetes acting up, that scared me too. But I want to say that I think that's going to have something to do with Michael coming back, but I'm not sure. But anyway, we're in the 8 minutes, and I know I can only watch a minute of a video, so if you made it this far, more power to you. Anyway, be sure to join us again at ArmyWife101.com, where you're sure to find more giveaways, more information, and just a lot of great stuff. And also visit my new site along with my blogging partner Stephanie at www.todaysmilitaryspouse.com for spouses in all branches. So, bye.
Bye.
You'll see more of him too. Bye.